Hi everyone. In the previous video we have seen how inner join works, right? Now in this video we'll try to see how left outer join works. So we are just trying to understand left outer join. So I'll just try to write the same query the way we have written in the previous query. So without wasting any time, I think we have that query available. So in this query we are just trying to retrieve employee number, employee name, job, salary, department number, department name and location information. I told you that you can use alias, or it is always a good practice that you should use aliases. Aliases is nothing but the short name to the table, and you are referring this short table name with the column that you are retrieving. Now the only change that I'll do is, instead of inner join, I'll say left outer join. So from EMPE left outer join department D on E dot department number is equals to D dot department number. Now you should be understanding this concept, why we are joining on department number column, because department number column is the common column between both the table, right? So that's the reason we say E dot department number is equals to D dot department number, right? Select the entire code, press Ctrl Enter on your SQL developer, right? Now you see the output. We are getting the same output, the output that we were getting in the inner join. What is the reason? So I hope you recall the definition of left outer join. The definition of left outer join says that all the values from the left table, all the values from the left table. So in this case, EMP is our left table, and only the matching record from the right table. So in this case, department is my right table. How do you know what is my left table and what is my right table? I hope you know the concept of LHS and RHS in maths. So this is the center point, left outer join, right? So this is your LHS and this is your RHS, right? So this is your left table and this is your right table. Now if you want to swap the table, like if you want to write DPT over here and if you want to write EMP over here, you can do that as well. But just in this case, EMP is my left table and DPT is my right table, and we are getting the same output. Now we are getting all the records from the employee table. We have entries available for department number 10, 20 and 30, and only the matching record from the right table, right? So we are not getting the entry for department number 40. This is your left outer join. Now I told you that instead of retrieving the selective column, I can also retrieve all the column, right? So I can say E dot star comma D dot star. I can say that as well. What is the meaning of E dot star? E dot star means all the column from employee table, comma D dot star means all the column from the department table, right? Select this entire query and you can see that we are getting all the column from both the table. Now you can see that department number column is coming twice, right? Department number column is coming twice. So this is your department number and this is your department number, and all the columns from both the table. Now if you want to retrieve some specific column from the department table, so what you can do is you can remove this star and you can say D dot D name comma D dot location, right? So I'm retrieving some specific column from the department table and all the column from the employee table. Just simply select this entire query and you are able to see department name and you are able to see location column from the department table and all the column from the employee table, right? This is how it is working. And if you also want to see some specific column, you can say that E dot E name comma E dot salary comma E dot DEPT number, right? Make sure after each and every column you give a comma so that you will be getting this separated columns, right? Now we are only retrieving some selective column from the employee table and only some selective columns from the department table, right? So this is your left outer join. All the values from the left table and only the common values from right table. All right. I hope you understood this concept. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we'll see right outer join.